why this entry into politics? What was the passion there?
I never thought of becoming an activist in the first place. My fundamental concern was always about society. That's how it started. Being from Andhra Pradesh, unified Andhra Pradesh, opposition to communism is a part and parcel. My father being a communist, and also he was a great devotee of Rama. But more or less, if you look into everybody, in a more or less any majority of the communist households, there are also devotees, great devotees. After some different deity, or it could be Rama, it could be someone else, some other god. But also they're passionate about communism.
2019, you had alliance with communist parties, both the communist parties. You had, Che Guevara, and now virtually you are seen as, person who stitched the alliance between TDP, BJP, and Janasena, and now more a sort of face of Hindutva in South India, who is prominently giving voice to it.
And I feel it is Hindutva is a very misinterpreted term. I'm representing the entire nation.
But one interesting thing that I find, Ponji, is people who are coming from very underprivileged background, generally people tend to approach politicians for very work which is generally, doesn't fit into the legal framework. But people who are genuinely needy, they see you, some kind of hope in you. What is your most, cherished and favorite role? People generally outside Andhra, they know you more for Gabbar Singh, for instance. Let us talk about the 1 year journey of government, How do you see? What is the experience?
In 2003, I have decided I would go into politics. But then I was doing films, but I have decided, till then all through my childhood I was thinking whether to be in politics or not. What is my ultimate goal? Once we formed the government, it was not a sudden jerk for me. Because you understanding, being in people, leading the movement in a political manner is different. The moment you come into administration, take it entirely different side. Administrative side, it takes normally a certain time. But for me, I've been thoroughly prepared, but it took me around 5 to 6 months to understand the intricacies of it. To find out some kind of solutions to it.
Panchayati Raj seems to be very close to your heart. One of the big initiatives that you have taken in last 1 year is the record that you have done, that more than 13,000 Gram Sabhas on one day. How do you see your role as a Panchayati Raj minister?
We had one native village of ours. I think because of our economic difficulty, we sold out the house and everything. So my connect was village to a village is very emotional. The moment we came into power, then I suddenly opted for Panchayat Raj because I can do something. I personally never connected to the concept aspect of actor in a way. For me, I'm more comfortable in a political role than an actor's role. I think that's how I trained myself. So I trained myself like a social activist. I can't say I'm a political leader also. Even deep down,
I think in many of your screen roles also you are more
of a social activism.
Temples were not just places of worship.
It's a place of learning.
Places of learning, arts, culture. Even most of the dance were performed in temples. Literature is preserved, even banking system. But that is a core issue at the heart of many, discussions in southern part.
Governmental government is a regulating body, not a body of authority, not a body where to accept the funds of the temple. But the problem is the funds, if it goes into the state exchequer, there is an issue. That's what I think. I remember one of the sayings of Chanakya says, if a temple's money is usurped, it cannot be forgiven.
Adharma.
It's ultimate sin. So why I propose the Sanatan Dharma Raksha Board is, for me, always I look at if there is a board for Islam, Waqf board is there to protect their properties, how come we don't have that such kind of board? Right from 5th class, 4th class, this is my experience I'm saying it. When you do any kind of related to Hindu Dharma, whether I put a tilak, I put a sindoor, I put a patta, you will be mocked in the school. So for that reason, right from my childhood, you try to wipe out those identity. Maybe that entire system around that time at a global level, maybe could be part of communism, could be of atheism, could be of secularism means only. I think all these conditions made us never to project our belief system. But luckily by age of 18 or 19 I have realized. 18 or 19 I have realized and I feel I should not mark my dharma. worst part in a Hindu family is, we are Hindus, we take it easy for granted. When someone introduces a person of Islam, oh, he's a very devout Muslim. Oh, he's a very devout Christian. He goes to Sunday church. He goes to... And this is what happened. This, all these party days, he does Ramzan time.
Now there is another narrative that is being played, especially from your political friends in Tamil Nadu. that Ganesha is North Indian, Murugan is South. How do you see this entire North versus South debate that is being created?
I think we should create the North-South, we can say Southern Bharat. I think we have to restructure the words. Sometimes, the regular usage of words by certain people creates a different, some kind of different connotation sets into that. So I prefer to say there is no such kind of divisions. Three language, it is very necessary for this particular generation. In fact, from my exposure to Hindi in my school, really helped me to understand Ramdhari Singh Ventur, to understand, to read his poetry, to read certain books.
Besides mocking Hindu or abusing Sanatana, language is one. Another, favorite part of politics has been, targeting Delhi, anti-Delhi politics.
और जो यहाँ दिखता है ना पवन, ये पवन नहीं आंधी है.
Bye bye Jagan.